Right, it's near the end of January 2013, and I thought I'd show you how my plants are doing in their temporary home. And the bajus have started to grow. The wash is fine, although there's a bit of mould or fungus attack on the oldest leaves, which is to be expected. And the cyatheas still looking pretty good. This garage is unheated, so it's doing okay. Got various other plants there, brayas, cycads, a couple of gingers, and princeps on the window ledge there. And I've got the big jabea. It's looking there. It's looking okay. So I've got quite a few plants in here. If I move out to outdoors, you can see I had a load of snow last night, but that's thawing nicely. You can probably hear that from the downpipes in the house. That's one of my bamboos. I'll go to where I keep most of my plants. More bamboos. Cerifera. Canary Island date palm. A bit squashed from all the snow, but looking okay. It's only a tiny one. Nice bootia. Here we go, I've got some trackies. Other bamboos and lots of other stuff. Little trackies are doing fine down there. No idea what's in these pots, but hopefully they're hardy. They've been frozen through for a couple of weeks pretty much. Yeah, snow and all them. On this side we've got the yucca. Again a bit squashed from the snow. Fatsia's fine. Another cerifera down there is fine. This yucca rigida is looking a bit dodgy. Quite a lot of dieback on the older leaves there. But the centre's fine, but most of it is getting looking a bit suspect. I think it's been too wet for too long. Sheffield looks a bit bedraggled, but I'm sure that'll perk up. Got my tree ferns behind there. Again, the leaves are completely green still. Fine, just a bit squashed. Fat's hedger, looking okay. This Fatsia Annalise is still it's a bit droopy. Yeah, it's still frozen through that pot, so be okay in a few hours I'm sure when it defrosts. Again, more tree ferns, looking okay. Past the bamboos. Oh, behind there's a ginger I forgot to put in the garage. So top growth is completely died, that's a greeny eye. But hopefully the roots will be fine. Yucca rostrata, looking good. What else we got? Oh, polycarpa back there, that's fine. Same with the variegated spider's web fatsia. More bamboos. Little ferns and everything else I dug up from my old garden. Oh, down here is a washi. It's been out all through the bad weeks of winter, last few weeks, through all the snow, and it's looking good. Even the growth points are, yeah, that feels fine. I know it's early days. What else we got? Jabea, no damage whatsoever. What else? Ferns, oh that's the big Trachycarpus that I dug up just over a year ago now. And its big pot. I think it's my little jungle walkway. Well, temporary until I get the new place. Just look round, there's a lot of snow still. It's nicely thawing, as it's a good 6 degrees in the shaded spots and probably a couple of degrees warmer on the sunnier side. Right, that shows you how deep the snow is there. It's probably about 6 inches deep on that bench, and all that came last night, drifting about. It's at least 4 inches everywhere, 6 inches at the deepest. Let's go up into the greenhouse. In here I'm trying to keep it above 10 degrees. It's about 13-14 around the heater. But it's quite a big space, so at the back it's dropping to about 10, just a bit below, about 9 degrees. It's got the gingers in there. The onsete bananas are just dry rooted, there's no soil in the pots, they're just in pots, just keep them upright. It's got hanibas there, they're starting to unfurl a bit because it's a bit of warmth in here, but I won't pot them up until I move out and get them growing then. Got alocasias in there, loads of palm seedlings all over the place, a few cacti, a few cuttings, bromeliads, aeoniums. This is my best princeps, which I'm keeping completely frost free. It's growing to a decent size, the roots are pushing out the bottom of this quite hefty pot. And this is a little cast iron plant I picked up the other day for a couple of £2, which isn't bad for the size of plants. This is my slightly looking sick alocasias and colocasias. Obviously they're outside in like -2 while I was transferring them from the old house to this house, so I didn't appreciate that. So then the propagator, just keep them a bit of bottom heat on those. Alright, so that's there. A few more things to show you. That's where the big Trachycarpus palm used to be. Down here, through this woodland arch, I've got my trachys that I planted just to see if it helps be in the ground rather than in pots for a year. There's 4 proper waggies. This was bought as a tachiel a few years ago, but it's not a tachiel. It's spear pulled last year, not the year before, but in 2012 it's spear pulled. It's growing back strongly now, so that's doing alright, and they'll stay in the ground probably all summer, and I might take them to my new house end of the summer, or maybe give it another year. Nearly forgot about these. Got a Volcano Bacillion and my succulents in here, agave as well, and that's a manipur. They've been outside but in the porch that I've kept dry. And there we are, it's all my plants apart from the ones that are lodging in a conservatory at a relative's house. So hopefully soon they'll be going to the new abode. Watch this space.